There's a primary protective style and a secondary protective style. Because your hair is breaking off faster than it's growing, they are applying pressure and then moving it in circular motions. You can do it clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Hey, welcome back to the couch where we talk about hair and things that you need to do to grow your hair. So today we are going to be talking about how to grow your hair. You've been doing your protective styles, you've hacked that, how to do your protective styles, but still you're not seeing any growth. So what could be the reason? I'm going to tell you. I know the real reason why your hair is not growing. It's because your hair is breaking off faster than it's growing. So, or it's breaking off at the same rate that it's growing. So always you will see some growth from the roots of your hair, but if you're not gentle when taking down your hair, or if you're taking your hair down when it's completely dry, and by completely dry I'm not saying that you should take your hair out where it's wet. You should take it out where it has some slip in it. Listen, the key word is some slip in it, so that you are able to preserve the integrity of your ends. With the integrity of your ends being preserved, what it means is that you're able to retain much more length, and so whatever growth that you've achieved from keeping your hairstyle for the number of weeks that you kept it in, or let's say for 1 month, at most 2 months, never go beyond 2 months in a protective style, not unless you're ready for creating a recipe for disaster. Ish, I can't talk today. You're ready to create a recipe for disaster. So ideally what you need to do is that every other day, depending on the porosity of your hair, get me right, depending on the porosity of your hair, I'm going to give you a recipe of how you're supposed to prepare your water bottle that you're going to be using to make sure that your hair is always moisturized, because even when your hair is in a protective style, it needs to be moisturized. So here I go in with water with leave-in conditioner. That's why it looks whitish, and I have added an oil of choice. What's your oil of choice? Personally, here I have added olive oil. Previously I had added coconut oil, so you can add whatever oil of choice that you want. And if you don't have an oil, you can do both the leave-in conditioner and the water. You don't want to have a lot of leave-in conditioner, because every other time when you wash your hair, you will always apply the leave-in conditioner. But for this, you have the leave-in conditioner here because it is rich in humectants, which help to keep your hair moisturized. If you don't know what humectants are, we are going to do that in the next video that is coming up. So ideally what you need to do, you need to spritz your hair using this, and after that you go in over it, because this has an oil. So you just massage your scalp lightly. And how do you massage your scalp, someone will ask. This is how you do it. With the tip, with your fingers, not with your nails, with your fingers, with the tips of your fingers. So you do it this way all through your head. If you don't want to use your hands, there is also this is a silicone massager that I got. They were up here, so the other one is in storage because I don't need to use two. So this is what I use. So this is what I do. I have it like this, and then go on to my scalp and do that. And you see, I'm not moving it around, I'm just having it there, applying pressure, and then moving it in circular motions. You can do it clockwise or anti-clockwise. Why are you doing this? You're doing this because this helps with improving the blood supply to your hair follicles. And once your hair follicles are supplied with blood, the blood has nutrients, just like you need nutrients in your body, so your hair also needs nutrients to grow. So the nutrients are supplied to your follicles, and this leads to thicker hair. We are doing a 6 months or 24 weeks challenge which is starting now. We'll be massaging our hair every other week, at least 2 to 3 times in a week, and then we'll see whether our hair will grow thicker. I know for growing long, I know that works, but for growing thicker, I'm yet to find out. So let's do this challenge and see how it's going to be at the end of the 24 weeks. So ideally what you need to do after you've done that, You also want to make sure that you're oiling your scalp. Anytime that you apply water to your hair, you need to oil your hair. And I'm not just talking about oiling it. You oil the scalp and oil the hair to seal in that moisture, because water does not like staying still in one place. It loves moving. So if it gets to your hair, it as easily as it gets, it's the same way it will leave. So you need to find something that balances that. That can be an oil, that can be hair grease, depending on what works for you. For me, it's hair grease. I grease my hair every other day, and by every other day I mean anytime that I feel there's a section of my hair that needs grease, that's what I do. Or if I'm going to do it by using a routine, I do it at least 3 times in a week. And the key to retaining length is having, if you don't take away anything else from this video, kindly remember the key to retaining length. I guess today I can't talk, my tongue. The key to retaining length in your hair is ensuring that your ends are always tucked away. So you have a primary, we're going to talk about that. Actually, that should be the next video. There's a primary protective style and a secondary protective style. So this is my primary protective style. This is my secondary protective style that tucks away the ends, ensuring that my ends are not exposed. So you need to ensure your ends are tucked away and that your ends are also well moisturized and that moisture is well locked in. Thank you, and I hope you've learned something. If you have any further questions, kindly leave them in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them, either in a video or in the comment that you have left. But until next time, guys, peace, and kindly consider subscribing. Bye.